Hey guys! Welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new. I know what you guys are saying. Finally, it's about time. I've been posting a lot of vlogs and like lifestyle content, which I don't think is what you guys want to see because it hasn't been doing well. But I think it's time for the books to come back out. What was I saying? We're going through this entire cart together. A lot of these books honestly might be like really old ones that you guys have already seen in like TBR videos. Some of them are new, like I think, no, most of these are actually pretty old. I don't think I've really bought books, which is crazy for me to say, but I think I've been using my Kindle a lot more, which actually, let's go through my digital TBR too. There's also a lot of books that I want to read that just aren't on my TBR at all, and I still need to like buy them or read, like put them on my Kindle. So we're gonna go through like my want to read on Goodreads. Someone actually asked for this video, which thankfully, because I actually had no video lined up for this week and it's probably 2 days before I have to upload, so this is a perfect time for me to post this, and hopefully it helps you guys too with buying books for September and picking out your own TBR. Do I want to pick my TBR for September while I'm at it? Maybe. Let's see how it goes at the end. To take all of these books out and then put them back in by genre, I think. The romance pile is up there. My bad. Picking out my September TBR, September, because I know August I'm not gonna read. I know I'm not gonna read that much or continue like finish an entire TBR in August. Actually, I could. Maybe we pick out the remainder of August and September. Guys, I'm getting too excited. Wait, what am I doing? Hey Siri, what genre is Ted Decker's The Circle series? Horror, thriller, fantasy fiction. Thank you. This is the view of my floor right now. Like literally all of the books. How am I gonna, I should pick my TBR first. Okay. TBR prompt, spin the wheel. Okay. Perfect. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna pick out maybe 2 books for August and let's do 4 for September to leave room for any releases or like just books on my Kindle too. I'm gonna spin. Also guys, it's just this random TBR spinner that I found. TBR vet. Ooh, all of these. We have, okay, one of the first fantasy series that I got, I would have to say, was the Cruel Prince series. So Wicked King would be next. I did read, I think I've told you guys like millions of times if you've watched my other videos, but I still have it dog-eared to where I stopped during the semester of junior year, I think. This has still been in my TBR cart, so do I want to read it? Yeah, I honestly think this is the oldest book that I've had on here. So we have The Wicked King, or we also have Carval. This is another really old book. Well, not old book, it's just like it's been on my TBR for a while. I do think this is older than this. So I think I'm gonna go with this one and we're gonna put The Wicked King on first. It is scary. I don't even know if I'm gonna read it. I still have to read Renegades and I'm in the middle of reading Quicksilver. So this is gonna be, have I been holding it upside down the entire time? So we're gonna pick this and hopefully we can get to it. If not, it's moving on to September. Let's do one more for August. Ooh. Oh no. Due to planned terrorist attacks, Taylor Swift's 3 shows in Vienna have been canceled. Whoa, what were we doing? Oh, least lowest rated. I don't know if I have all of these in my Goodreads. Oh God. It's The Fury by Alex Michaelides. He also wrote Silent Patient, which I actually really liked. And I was not, like, I did not see the ending coming, so I mean, hopefully this is good. It's also one of my book of the months, so let's put that there. Right, so that's gonna be our August TBR, but now let's pick out our September TBR. Let's do this. Me trying to look at them, but they're so teeny tiny. Published in 2020. Guys, how am I supposed to know? These are younger. 2021. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is not 2020. 2018. 2019. I don't think any of these are going to be 2020. 2019. We found her. She's a 2020 girly. Oh my God. Finally. So we got a romance in here, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm not complaining. So we have a good mix. We have a thriller, we have a fantasy, and we have a romance now. So we got What You Wish For by Catherine Center. Let's put the September one on this side. Next. New release. Hey! Okay, let's see. New release. Okay, well, it's not a new release, but it is a new release. Like, how new does it have to be a new release? I think, okay, I'm just gonna put this one on. I'm gonna do Ali Hazelwood, Not in Love, because this is the most recent release that I have here. I don't think there's anything else that would beat it. I also still have the receipt from when I went to go buy it, and it says June 30th. So I think we're gonna go with this one because it's the most recent one. It's Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. I love me some Ali Hazelwood, so I'm excited for this one. This might even make it over to the August TBR, but we'll see. Let's do two more. I feel like two more would be good. Book about travel. If they travel to fantasy magical lands, does that count? To be honest, I'm not really feeling this prompt, so I'm gonna cheat, and I'm gonna... Guys, what is this lighting? It's like hitting me in the face. So let's pick out a new prompt, because that one I was not gonna find anything about travel. I already know I was not gonna find anything. So let's do book number 3. Let's try that one again. Marriage of Convenience. Well, I think, whoa, the romance are falling on my lap. I think that Hopeless is a marriage of convenience. Oh wait, that might be the next one on the book. Wait. Oh no, it's not. Can I still read it though? Do you guys know? I think I can. Because they're all standalones technically. I'm not gonna do it just because I still have to read Reckless. We're gonna respin. Book number 3 is giving us some issues. Book number 3 does not want us to... Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Please give us a good one. Person on the cover. Okay, this one is a lot easier. But I'm scared by the choices. Okay, we have a lot. We've got both Tessa Bailey's, we've got Wreck the Halls and Hook, Line, and Sinker. However, I'm gonna say automatic no because this is Christmas. This is very summer-like. Not sure I'm gonna want to read those. Then we have Dark Corners by Megan Golden. This is a horror mystery, something like that. Also gonna say no because I already have one that I want to read because, well, I'll tell you guys after. But then we got Percy Jackson. I did start it, but I'm probably not going to continue the series right now in the moment, so I think I'm going to push it off to the side a little bit. We also have A Little Life. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's giving winter. And then we've got Belladonna. But the book that I choose with people on the cover is going to be Abby Jimenez, just for the summer. My friend was actually just telling me so much about it. Well, not so much, but she was like telling me how much she was really liking it. And she was like, I'm going to need a book to get over this book because this book will give me a hangover, like a book hangover. Like, you know, like you can't read another book after it. That's what happened to me with Powerless. And I was unable to read a book for maybe months. So I think I'm gonna go with Abby Jimenez just for the summer. She said she was like 300 pages in it and she like fell in love. Like she's literally like crying. And she stayed up until like 2 in the morning reading it, and so I feel like I kind of have to. So that's going up there. Okay, this is the last book for September. Title that starts with a B. Okay, I can do that. Actually, can I? Oh my god, do not tell me. Oh wait. She's here. Fourth book of September is going to be Belladonna by Adeline Grace. The Belladonna is the last book on my September TBR. Boom. TBR is kind of looking like very sad. Did we pick one more? Fantasy. I think I'm gonna do the Dance of Thieves. I'm picking everything but the older ones. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can narrow it down a little bit more, and we'll do a fantasy, but we'll do a fantasy with something else. A retelling. Wait. We've got a Kindle pick because I know there's a fantasy on here that's a retelling, I think, of Cinderella. And I know I have it on my I literally have it in my TBR. Is it Twisted? I think it's Twisted by Emily McIntyre. Oh, no. Heart of the Raven Prince is a Cinderella retelling. Oh, this is book 2. Okay, wait, is Twisted book 1? Fourth. Oh, it's standalone, though. And it says not a retelling in the little Kindle description, so I think I might just go with Heart of a Raven Prince. I just want to make sure it is a standalone. Yeah, standalone. Okay, cool. Agatar meets Bridgerton in this standalone fairy tale retelling of Cinderella. If you like slow burn romance, fake engagements, and snarky fae royals, then you'll love the swoon-worthy story with the Entangled with Fae series. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do Heart of a Raven Prince, and that will end picking out the TBR. But now it's time to organize all of this mess back on my TBR cards. And also go through my entire TBR. So we just picked out the August and September TBR, but now we're gonna go through all of the books that I have on my TBR because I have a lot. So let's start off with sci-fi or fiction. I don't even know what category this is. I think it's sci-fi. So first we have the entirety of the Percy Jackson series. My brother gave these to me because we were watching the series and I told him I hadn't actually read them. He hasn't either, but I'm gonna read them together, so he bought me the entire pack. And he also bought me, I guess, the new one that came out, and so these are like supposed to be together. And then we have Shadow and Bone, the entire series. So we got Shadow and Bone, we have Siege and Storm, we have Ruin and Rising by Lee Bardugo. Again, I've heard mixed things about this series, but I still wanted to give it a try. I also bought this in like maybe 2020. I don't even remember. It was kind of like when I started getting back into reading, which was like 2020, 2021. So I think this is when I bought those. I can't remember. And then we also have the rest of the Natural series. I did finish the first book. Loved it. I'm so excited to read the second, third, and fourth and finish the series. I just haven't had the time. And again, love Jennifer Lynn Barnes. The Grandest Game is actually coming out, I think, next month. So add that to the TBR. But I love Jennifer Lynn Barnes. She's just like such an easy reader, and like I love puzzle pieces. I love like thinking and like, how do I explain this? I kind of like puzzle, like mystery and like clues and like stuff like that. If you know what I mean. Don't know if you do though. Let's go through mystery and like horror, thriller mystery vibes. So first we have Ellen Hilderbrand. Ellen Hilderbrand. There we go. The Perfect Couple. I started reading this when we went to Nantucket. Like I still have the bookmark. We were on the beach reading Nantucket vibes. But I never touched it again. And I fear, it was honestly like not bad. I never picked it up again. So I definitely do have to eventually. Then we have the Outlaw Chronicles by Ted Dekker. My dad gifted me these actually. My dad is a huge Ted Dekker stan. Like he also gave me, I should probably put these in there too, but he also gave me the entire Circle series. He gave them to me a while ago. I just never read them because I've been buying books and romance and whatnot, and I didn't really know what these were. But I have to read them to get out of my comfort zone and read them. But then he also gifted me these, which are Eyes Wide Open, Hacker, and Water Walker, and they're all part of the Outlaw Chronicles. Let me see how I'm gonna fit these in here. We have The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. This one, I don't actually know. I think you find out like who kills Evelyn Hardcastle. Okay, yeah, so this one man is enlisted with trying to find out who kills Evelyn Hardcastle, and I guess it takes him like 8 days. So she dies 8 times, but 7.5. So I'm gonna guess on the 7.5 day, he finds out who the killer is. And it's actually gonna be him, guys. It's actually gonna be him. That's how it works. That's how it works. Next we have Dark Covers by Megan Golden. This one I forgot. Oh, so a true crime podcaster searches for a popular influencer who disappears after visiting a serial killer. So the influencer visits a serial killer, then disappears, and now a podcaster has to find her. Okay. And then we have Catherine Steadman, The Family Game. This one I'm pretty sure like they all go to like a family house and they all play a game or something and like people get murdered. Wait, pause. What? Okay, wait. There's a tape and it's like a book that someone's dad is working on, and then she plays the tape and it's a confession to a murder, but it's all a game. And this is all like within the family. That's why it's called The Family Game. There you go. Oh my god, the fact that I could fit all of those on the bottom shelf is actually... Okay, next let's do my like literary historical fiction. So first we have Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. This one I think is about like a Tokyo college student. I don't know what else. I got this because of Harry Styles. Anyways, I think he said like it was one of his like favorite books, and I was like, oh, bought it. Then we got the Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. I'm pretty sure this one's about 6 magicians in like a secret society, like a secret like magician society. I don't know, but what do they do? Oh, they have to survive. Then obviously we have a little... Why do they keep doing that? Guys, stay. This one I know follows 4 college students. And I think there's just like a lot of like upsetting topics and very upsetting themes that go on in the book. That's all I know. Yeah, while their relationships which are tinged by addiction, success, and pride deepen over the decades, the men are held together by their devotion to the brilliant Jude, a man scarred by unspeakable childhood trauma. Him to brotherly bonds and a masterful depiction of love in the 21st century. Oh, wait, that's gonna be so sad. I just graduated college. It's gonna be really sad. And I kind of want to read this, like, when I'm in a good place mentally, or else scary. It also is, like, almost 800 pages long. It literally says, a study of trauma and friendship. I'm so scared of this book. Homie, stay. And then last one for like literary historical fiction, we're gonna do Ruthless Vows. It's the second book from I'm just gonna leave them. It's the second book from the Divine Rivals. I don't know if it's Divine Rivals series or if it's like it has a series name. I don't know, but she wrote Divine Rivals, and that's the first book of this. It's about Iris and Roman. No, it's not. Yeah, Iris and Roman. And they basically write letters to each other through this magical door, magical closet, or magical typewriters. And then they're like back and forth talking to each other through these letters where like obviously they reveal like super personal details of each other. Not really knowing that they're like who it is in person, except the guy knows, the girl doesn't. And then it just goes from there. It ends off at a horrible, horrible point in the story. I loved Roman and Iris's story, so I'm excited for Ruthless Vows. This was probably the most exciting one for me, like in this right here, but I feel like this is a good spread, and I could read any one of these. Okay, we have romance and fantasy left. I've been talking for too long that my camera's literally about to die and run out of SD cards, so sorry guys. Oh my god. Let's speed through these last batches of books. We're gonna go with romance because I think it's the biggest section right now and it could fill up all of this probably. So we're gonna start off with Lucy Score. This is Things We Hide from the Light. I also have Things We Left Behind. I will be really honest, I did not like Things We Never Got Over. I DNF'd it, and so I don't know what I'm going to do with these books. I might donate them, I might try to read it because they are standalones, and I think it was just the characters in the first book that I just did not enjoy reading about. So maybe I'll give these a try. We also have Rock Bottom Girl and Pretend You're Mine by Lucy Score. I was gonna do a whole like Lucy Score themed video when I first actually started BookTube. So I got these like 2021. I just never read them. And again, I don't know, maybe it's just the first book that I read by Lucy Score that I just wasn't into. So I'm gonna give these a try too. But I have these two. We also have Love and Gelato by Jenna Eves Welch. This is also a show on Netflix, so I think I might read this in another video that I'm planning on doing. Hopefully it all works out. So this is another one of the books. Then we have Tessa Bailey. You've seen these because we almost picked them out with the books, with the people on the cover. So we've got Wreck the Halls and we've got Hook, Line, and Sinker, both Tessa Bailey. I read, what was it? Unfortunately Yours by Tessa Bailey. It was okay. I think it was just the trope that I didn't really like, so I don't know. We'll give her a try. This one's probably going to be like a holiday read, and then this one is a very summer read, so I might try and squeeze it into August. Then we have The Right Move by Liz Tomford. I've already read this, however, this is one of my favorite books from Liz. Like, I cannot explain to you how much I love Ryan and Indy. I think about them all the time, and they have been one of my #1 couples for like forever. Ryan Shea, nobody can beat him. Well, there's a lot of book boyfriends that have beat him, but Ryan Shea, my entire heart. So I bought the full paperback just to reread because I read it on my Kindle. I got the physical copy so I can annotate and stuff and like actually have it on my shelves. Because my thinking is that like if I don't have it on my shelf, I will forget I read it. and like I literally will forget I read it. So I just like having like the paperbacks just to remind me that I have this book. So that's that. Very much a reread. Then we also have The Reunion by Kayla Olson. This was almost the lowest rated, but then The Fury beat it by like 0.1 or something. So I don't know, I'm scared about this one. This one I've really just been avoiding. I got it January 2023, so over a year and a half ago, and I still haven't touched it. I don't know. I'm kind of scared, but I really need to get like going with these books. I also, my reading challenge, I'm down in the dumps with the reading challenge, so I need to get to it. What else? Next we have Reckless and Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This is part of the Chestnut Spring series. So there's, where is it? There's Flawless, Powerless, and Heartless. Next is Reckless and then Hopeless. These all follow the Eaton Brothers. Who's Cade? Kane is the Dreamland Billionaires. So yeah, there's these two cowboy romances, by the way. And then last but not least in romance, the entirety of the Magnolia Park series. Now I've read Magnolia Parks, and I have tabs all over that book. It actually is the first aesthetically pleasing tabbed book that I've ever done, except Binding 13. This series is so good. I just don't know why I haven't picked it up. Like, again, with like most of these books, I forget about them. Like, I forget they're even here, and I end up going on my Kindle or buying a new book or a new release, and I just forget that they're here. So I haven't touched these in a while, but I definitely have to go back. I kind of started Daisy Hates. I think I underlined like one thing. I forget if I had to like film a video of something, and I just like didn't continue. But yeah, I just haven't touched them, and I really want to finish them. So these are definitely priority on the romance list. And there's a fourth one. It's The Last Magnolia Parks. I just don't have it. Lastly, we have fantasy. Honestly, I have a pretty short stack for fantasy. But for my physical TBR, fantasy is just Carval, Stephanie Garber. There's two sisters. One of them goes missing because they go to a carnival, and like the game is to find the missing sister before the game is over. Not much to elaborate there. Then we got One Dark Window by Rachel Gillig. There's also Two Twisted Crowns. Not really sure what this is about. She has to unleash the monster within to save her kingdom in this dark, lush, gothic fantasy debut. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what this is about, but it seemed interesting, and people seem to really like it, so I'm easily influenced, so. And then we have The Queen of Nothing, also by Holly Black. This is the third and last book in the Cruel Prince series. Then we have The Serpents of... No, oh my god. Next we have The Serpents... Oh my god. Next we have The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. This one I actually got gifted to me from someone from my booksta. Oh my god! Guys, I missed some. Well, we'll go back to that one. Human Daughter, adopted by a vampire king. And then there's A Tournament of Death. She has to make an alliance with a rival. He's a vampire. You know what that all goes to. You know. They're gonna fall in love. Then we have Thief of... Wait, what? Thief of Dance. Dance of Thieves by Mary Pearson. This one, okay, I read a little bit before, but it was, okay, yeah, so it's a thief, and then there's like a royal leader, and they have to play cat and mouse. This one actually reminds me of Powerless. Well, actually, the Powerless would remind me of this one, because this one was out first, so Powerless would remind me of this. And then, lastly, in fantasy, we have Cassandra Clare, Swordcatcher. I can't talk. Cassandra Clare, Swordcatcher. We have an orphan stolen from the life he knew to become the Swordcatcher. The body double of a royal heir, Prince Connor Aurelian. Okay. Lynn Castor is one of the Ashkar, a small community whose members still possess magical abilities. By law, they must live behind walls. So it's like a magic is banished. Like magical people are banished, I guess. She cannot heal her best friend without access to forbidden knowledge. After an assassination, After a failed assassination attempt brings Lynn and Kel together, they're drawn into the web of the mysterious rag picker king. So there's corruption in the palace, and they're gonna find that out when they team up together. And forbidden love bring down a kingdom. Oh, so it's forbidden because he's like the prince's double, and I don't know, and she has to hide from the prince. I don't know. Interesting, but that's the last one of the fantasy books. I forgot about the Renegade series. It was just lying back here. We've got Arch Enemies and Supernova from the Renegade series. I'm currently reading Renegades and I'm loving it. I just haven't picked it up in a while. It's really good. I really only got like a couple of chapters in, but I'm definitely want to read it. I just gotta pick up books more often. There is a lot of space back here. Just calls for more books, I guess. All right, so that's the final TBR cart. That's what it's looking like. And then we've got the back, which is empty up here, except for Cassandra Clare. I just gotta get more books. What can I say? Let's go through my digital TBR super quickly. So I have 7 in my fantasy TBR. First one is Heart of the Raven Prince by Tassonia Odetta. That's the one that's on my August TBR. No, September TBR. And it's a Cinderella retelling. Then we have Twisted by Emily McIntyre. To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. Then we have Love After Never by Melanie. That's me. One of 2 books of the Empire Bay series. Then we have Queen of Roses. I need to open them to see the names. Briar Bully. It says it gives the same vibes as Blood and Ash. And it has fae, sword fights, and spice. And then we have Daughter of Shadow, which by L.J. Swallow. It says a sorceress with dark magic who's a threat to the kingdom, 3 powerful men from the royal courts sworn to protect her, and a pet dragon in secret. It's giving House of the Dragons, sorry. The queen's dark magic grows in strength, but the kingdom is losing the battle against her. And then we have The Coven of Ruin by T.K. Tucker. That's all the fantasy TBR. Romance TBR, we have 11. We have Enemies with Benefits by Roxy Noor. Is that Roxy? I actually started reading this one. Oh, yeah, Roxy Noor. I started reading this one and I just didn't. I started reading so many books over the summer and I just don't finish them. Then we have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. Done and Dusted is a cowboy romance. Then we have 1,000 Boy Kisses by Ellie Cole. Summers by Angel Lawson. If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan. That one I heard is really sad and will make you want to cry. We have The Boyfriend List by J.L. Wire. Oh, these are the ones I got from like Kindle, Stuff Your Kindle Day. It's like when a bunch of books are on like Kindle Unlimited, and so you have to download them on Stuff Your Kindle Day or else they're not unlimited. Then we have The Billionaire's Fake Fiancé by Anika Martin. We have Love and the Lottery by Harry Beaumont. In Too Deep by Mara Jacobs. The Farthest Star by Sally Glover. And then I think that one's Fireball by Lainey Davis. And Mystery and Thriller TBR, we have Haunting Adeline. I think that's it for my Kindle TBR. I do have like business books like Building Up Story Brand and like Influence the Psychology of Persuasion, but for our sake, those don't matter. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna go through a bunch of the want to reads that I have on Goodreads, but I don't physically have or haven't downloaded on my Kindle. There's Light Lark by Alex Astor. Nothing Like the Movies. When does that come out actually? We have Gray After Dark by Noelle. A tragic accident sidelines Miley's dreams of Olympic gold. She takes a summer job at a mountain quest Quest Guest Lodge. The Frank Church Wilderness is remote, but it's the perfect place to train and recover. Local lore about a staffer who died years ago doesn't scare her, but it should. Miley's plans take a terrifying detour when she's abducted during a morning run. I don't know if I want to read that, actually. I just started running. I'm literally training for a half marathon. Guys, don't kill me if I don't actually do it, but I'm training for a half marathon. Well, actually, I told you guys, so now I have to move forward with it. So yeah, I'm training for a half marathons, but don't hold me on that because I don't know if I'm actually gonna do it. So I don't know if I want to read that right now. Gray After Dark. Then we have Two Twisted Crowns. We have Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. A novel love story by Ashley Poston. I actually really want to read this one. This one I've heard such good things about, and she like lives in a book. Like she lives in her favorite book or something like that, and I need to read it. We've got Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I don't know if I will read that. And like when I think of Ali Hazelwood, I think science, not like vampire and werewolf, you know? Ruthless Vows, things. I have Love Light Farms, but I've had that since like forever. Play Along by Liz Tomford. Why did I say it like that? That's the 4th book in the Windy City series. I actually have to get caught up in paperback. Then we have Murder at the Royal Ruby. A young usher working at a theater sets out to find who killed the leading lady in a crackling short story. Indigo Ridge by Devney Perry. I also want to read that entire series. So there's Juniper Hill, Garnet Flats, Jasper Vale. I could go on and on and on, unfortunately. Like, I really could go on and on and on and on with what books I want to... Oh, Murder in the Family. That is one I actually really... There's so many. Guys, I have 125 books on here. Here, I'm not going to list all of them. But if you do want to see, like, what other books I want to read, feel free to go to my good book... Feel free to go to my Goodreads. I have a ton of books there on my wish list. Or not on my wish list, on my TBR list. Like, if we have the same reading taste, go to my Goodreads. Because I'm pretty sure you'll find some pretty good books that are on there. I think that's it. That was a long video. I was really just gonna go through this whole entire cart with you guys, not pick out a TBR. But I felt like it was only right. I don't know what I'm going to name this video at all whatsoever, because it was going to be going through my entire physical TBR or something like that, and I went through digital. I went through my Goodreads, want to read. I picked out my TBR. Yeah, this was a packed video, but oh, it felt so good to do book content again, so hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did, just yapping it up by myself here, and I hope you guys come back for more content. I'll be posting a lot of like lifestyle vlog stuff, but I'll also be posting reading content. I'll be posting like founder lifestyle. So hopefully you guys are interested in that and you will keep watching my videos. So don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you guys in my next video.